Hey friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Ken Smith, and if you've ever made a purchase on eBay and then wondered what the post office did with it, I'm here to share my experience with you and what I did to get it to move through the postal system after it appeared to be lost. Let's get at it. Hey, first I want to let you know, first off, I'm here to tell you that I'm not going to go postal at the post office. Pardon the pun. But, you know, the reality is, and this, again, just my own personal experience, if I've got to ship something, I prefer to use other carriers besides the post office. And I'll tell you why. Personally, I just see the post office taking their time getting packages delivered when I see much more consistency in shipping packages with other carriers. So that's just my own personal experience. Your mileage may vary. If you work for the post office, I would really love to hear your feedback on what I did to get this package to move through the system when it appeared to just be sitting in la-la land. So if you've got some information, hey, seriously, be kind, because I'm trying to be kind too. Put it down in the comments. I'd love to hear if I'm right about what I did, or if I'm wrong, or if there's a better way to try to find that package. So here's what I did. First, I reached out to the seller. Now, you might think, well, okay, that's kind of common sense, but a lot of times we don't do that. Instead, we just get all mad and we never communicate with the seller. We post some nasty negative comment. That's not getting your package to you any quicker. Trust me, it's not. So the first thing I suggest, and this is what I did, I reached out to the seller, who, by the way, I've dealt with before, wonderful individual, and I just let him know, hey, the package seems to be stalled somewhere in the system. It made it as far as Memphis, and now it just says arriving late. And there's been no updates for a week, literally a week. And so I'm letting you know I'm going to file a missing package claim and see what the deal is. And the seller reached back out to me and responded right away and said, yep, keep me posted. I really appreciate it. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, why didn't he do it? Well, whether he did or whether he didn't, be proactive. Instead of getting nasty about it, be proactive. You file a missing claim, because then at least information is coming direct to you and not to him. The reality is you're the one waiting for the package, so be proactive here. File a missing claim. You go onto the USPS website, you give them a tracking number. If it hasn't moved in the system for 7 days, tell them that. Now, when you fill out that form, and this is super critical, when you fill out that form online, give as much detailed information as you can. So I listed a total of 18 cars that I purchased, and I listed the manufacturer, and I listed what the contents would be in each one of those purchases that was supposed to be in this box. So you don't know that that box didn't open up and spill out and the contents are all over the place. And if the post office can't identify it, you don't get it. If you're like me, I really wanted this stuff, and it's getting more and more scarce to find, and it's getting more and more expensive to get. And so I really wanted the contents that was in the box, and so I was very clear and concise about what it was. Be helpful to the post office. Not everybody who works for the post office has a negative attitude. So, be proactive, be kind, and, there's the old saying, you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. So Again, after you fill out the form, reach back out to the seller, let them know that you did. Now, the reason why you want to do all this communication is in the event that you don't get this package, because you're doing two things. One, you're securing the opportunity to get all of your money back. But two, in all honesty and in all fairness, you're helping the seller get his money back too. It's not his fault that the package got lost. Right? So don't be mad at him. Be kind and be helpful. And, everybody's a win-win. So after you fill out the claim, you've reached out, you've reached back to them. I always ask for updates. Email. If you want to do text, that's great. I just didn't want my phone to be bombed. But I'm fine with the email thing. Your mileage may vary. But ask for those updates. Now, what I noticed was that within 48 hours, that package started moving through the system. I don't know if that's coincidental, but it certainly didn't hurt. And the reality is, at that juncture, I was getting updates all the time on that package. And from Memphis, it was moving pretty smooth. Within a couple of days, it arrived. Well, it showed up at my doorstep after nearly 3 weeks. Hole in the box over there, kind of crushed in and a tear open right here. I'm really hoping everything is okay on the inside. At least it's here, so that portion of the worry is now over. Now, I obviously took off my personal information here, but the first thing we want to do after we've documented the damage on the outside of the box is we just want to go ahead and open the box up. Now, you don't necessarily need to record it, but I can tell you that in the more information that you have to support a damage claim with the post office and with eBay, the better off you're going to be. So, obviously, you can see where the box was damaged right there. And I've dealt with this seller on eBay before. Really, really happy with the service that I've gotten from him in the past. And so this definitely had some cars that I wanted, and I was really hoping that this was not lost. Obviously, I model in the Victorian era, late 1800s, early 1900s. So these cars are getting a little harder and harder to find. And definitely am excited to get some of these cars when they're becoming more and more scarce and more expensive. So far, everything's looking pretty good. I don't really have a reason to think that anything is damaged at this juncture. You know, the boxes don't seem to be crunched up or anything like that. That's the important thing. I think we're going to be okay there. So, on to the next step. Now, I documented everything that you saw, and the reason why you want to do the same thing is just in case it arrives and it's damaged. Just makes sense. I do that anytime I get a box that looks like this anyway, but since you filed a claim, it's probably even more important because, again, you don't know if the package had opened up and it was repackaged. You don't know if water got in because, as you saw, there was a hole in the box. So you have no idea whether or not the inside of the contents were damaged, and your claim is far more substantiated with fact when you're able to provide photos or videos or both. So super important to go ahead and do that. Anyhow, I hope that was helpful. I'm satisfied with my purchase. It's a win-win for me. Have a wonderful day, and you all be blessed.